Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing very well indeed. We're here tonight to talk about Pep's press conference. It's a little bit later than the normal press conference that Pep does before a game. Actually, I'm just going to put a new speaker on for you guys. Just give me a sec. Get a better microphone quality there. So we're going to Pep's press conference. As I said, it's later than the normal press conferences. Normally, before a league game, he'd do it about 1:30. This one was about 3:30, 4:45, something like that. So it's a few hours later, which is why I'm a little bit later. I'm trying to squeeze this in before the Champions League game starts. Hi, Sophie. Hope you're very well indeed. Hope everybody who joins us tonight is very well. We're going to talk about, obviously, in the Champions League games, the press conference is different to the league game. In the league game, you just have Pep. In a Champions League game, you have a player fronted up as well, and today it was Aymeric Laporte. So it's a little bit of what Aymeric Laporte says, and some of the questions are, or some of the topics: Aguero injury update, how has City changed over the last 4 years? What are Lyon's strengths? Are City favourites? Does the tournament style affect tactics? What are the conditions like in Lyon? Do City have the maturity to win? David Silva's farewell, and some of the protocols affecting players. Hi, Faris. Hi, Kamal. Hope you're very well. Sophie. Hey. Everybody comes and goes. I hope you're very well now, Sophie. Sonny, sorry. I said Sophie. I was thinking of Sophie because I was doing involved with a charity a couple of days ago, and it was called Sophie. But sorry, Sonny. Nice to have you, and I hope you're well. Evening, Chris. You're back home. You got some Wi-Fi. Hey. Right, guys. I'm going to crack on because I know a few people will want to watch the footy. Hi, Adam. Hope you're well as well. Let's get going. Let's just going to get a couple of things up and we'll get cracking. Hopefully some of you guys, hi Sean, Beyond Ultra Gaming. I'll just throw this out there. I did a video earlier today about, excuse me, Kalidou Koulibaly. It feels like it's going to happen with Kalidou Koulibaly. So please check that video out. I've just shot another video earlier on this evening with Mike Long from Bolt from the Blue, talking about Upamecano. Mike knows a lot of stuff about Upamecano. He's been following him for a very, very long time. So we're going to talk about. There's that video. That'll probably that might come out on Sunday. I think it's tomorrow's focus on the game, and hopefully there'll be a special video coming out tomorrow. Talking about the Lyon game with a commentator from Algeria. Obviously, focus is going to be on Riyad Mahrez, and that's going to be a very different kind of interview, guys. Cheers, Adam. A bit of work goes into that. Thinking the Koulibaly. I'll just say this before I get onto this press conference. The Koulibaly one. It's looking at the background, looking at why Napoli might have to sell. It's looking at the finances, looking at players coming in and out, looking at what they're spending, looking at the replacements and seeing why he needs to move on. Then looking to see, is he good enough for City and other stuff like that. And where are we in the deal? Evening for the Middlesbrough Centurions. Right, let's go. Let me get into this thing. Laporte, he was asked about, he was up first and he said, the team is prepared. We have trained since the beginning, thinking of every single game, and we have prepared fantastic for Champions League, like the manager said. We want to be focused on the competition. We want to beat them tomorrow and go fast, and we are prepared. We are great teammates, and hopefully we can win this competition. Tomorrow, we have to fight. This is the way we have to compete in this competition. Aguero injury update. Pep said he's still in Barcelona. He should come here, do a test. He's still in Barcelona making a full recovery. Okay. It was asked, is this the time for new teams to take over? That was put to Aymeric Laporte. And he said, hopefully we can, because, first two semi-finalists have never won the competition. He said, hopefully we can do it ourselves. We are prepared. We will fight to the end. Hopefully this competition is for us this year. But there are many tough teams. We have to be ready. How have City changed the last 4 years? Pep said, every year it is growing. I am not talking about results. I know for everything, for everyone, if we go through and win titles, the team and I growing, or the organization's growing. If this doesn't happen, it's not. There is a part of the club working every day to get results and another part working medium and long term to be sustainable and solid in the future. The results help a lot to increase. The early clubs will always be there: Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and the clubs in England and France. But we need this kind of competition, and in just one game, absolutely everything can happen. It's difficult to beat big teams home and away, but in one game, anything can happen. That's what we will try tomorrow, to beat a good club like Lyon that has really good experience in the Champions League. Laporte was asked, what did you learn from the last meeting with Lyon? And he said, this is Aymeric Laporte, we know, like the other teams, that there is a tough team, a lot of good players. We have to be focused on ourselves, be prepared, and like I said before, fight until the end and try to win. Laporte was asked about the strengths of Lyon. He said, we have to be focused. We know they have very good players. We have to focus on the game, don't concede mistakes, and try to score more goals than them. That's all I can say now. Well, that's usually how you win football matches. Pep was asked, are City favourites? He says, of course, it was important to beat the kings of this competition. But when you play just one game in this competition, anything can happen. Aymeric Laporte was asked, will winning the Champions League make City a stronger club? He said, of course, it will be massive for the club, and we're going for it. He's very short in his answers, is Laporte. Does the tournament style affect tactics? That was put to Pep. Pep said it's quite different. When you play first leg, you have one eye on the second leg. When we play FA Cup or Carabao, we are used to it. There are no second chances. You are either in or out. The approach is very different. He was also asked, how close is City? Yeah. Because apparently Guardiola was asked about his ambitions to manage a World Cup side and how close this tournament is to a World Cup and how close City are. He said, I would like to tell you what happened tomorrow, but all I can say is we are prepared. I am proud of how they have been these 2 or 3 weeks. Since lockdown, they have been incredibly focused. We accept the deal for the club, for the people to go to the semi-final. It's adapting every day for the new protocols, and we did it, and now we are here. We ate good, we drink good wine here in Portugal, and now tomorrow, if the time is to show, to be ourselves, I want to see my team be who they are, do everything they do in their soul, their minds, and after that, the football will dictate if we deserve it. He was asked about the conditions in Lisbon. He said, it's similar to the Premier League, not much different. The restrictions, the controls, the difference is all together in the hotel. But at home, we are at our homes. The game is similar. Do City have the maturity to win this competition? Pep says, always it is difficult to see the maturity because against Madrid, we are mature. When we lose to Tottenham by 1 inch, we were not mature. I don't see my players that way. I expect in 90 minutes, we will suffer. We will control, attack, defend. Many circumstances. Just to be strong in our minds, knowing the game will be over when it's over, not before. These games, the mental, the heads, the spirits, lead the other things. The team are ready to do it. He was asked about his thoughts on Lyon. He said, we saw the other games against Juventus. Some other games in the French league, they are organised, aggressive, so fast. People up front, wing backs, the quality in the team is something else. This is a quarter-final. It won't be easy. What about the facilities? What they're like in Lisbon? Pep said the facilities are good. The food is good too. The Portuguese authorities and UEFA allowed us to train. Good weather. The guys spent time talking about the game and training. Nothing special, just spend more time together. Backroom staff, not just the players. It's an important moment for our careers in our lifetime. It's exceptional. I prefer to be here. It's quite comfortable. The weather is fantastic. It's nice to be here. And the dream is to stay a few more days in this lovely country. Asked about David Silva's farewell, he said, absolutely he is ready. The way he trains, his personality. It's a shame his last game at the Etihad was without people, but he'll be back. When the people can be there, he will get what he deserves. He decides from the beginning of the season to move on. He said he wants a new experience. How are the protocols affecting players? This was put to Aymeric Laporte. First of all, we follow the rules. We are here to follow what they said. On facing the French team, he said, it's always special to play one team from where you are. I'm excited to play against them. I remember the last year when I score against them. So hopefully, if I play, I can do it again and we can go to the next stage. That's it. That was the press conference. So I think there's some other bits and pieces as well, but that seems to me to be the main focus of that press conference. Let's go through points and we will wrap up. We'll wrap up soon. Okay. Give Dawson a chance. Upamecano was superb. Definitely buy him over Koulibaly all day long. Well, hopefully tomorrow or Sunday you'll see the Upamecano video that I did with Mike Long. Hi, Adam. I would still prefer Tosin over both of them, says give Tosin a chance. Chris is predicting 3-1 to City. Tosin, I disagree. I'd sign him in 1 year's time as he's not very experienced, so he could be the same boat as we were this season. Aaron's a bit gung-ho saying City we're going to win 6-0. I can guarantee that won't happen, Aaron. Adam's green with 3-1 that Chris Welch said. What's your lineup for tomorrow, Carl? I don't know, honestly. Well, I said it yesterday, didn't I? So I do know. But there's 1 or 2 positions I'm just umming and ahhing. But let's go with it then. Edison, Walker, Fernandinho, Laporte, Cancelo, Rodri, Gundogan, KDB, Mahrez, Gabby J, Sterling. How about that? Chris says it'll be a tough game. Absolutely. They know mugs. You don't get this far if you're rubbish. And actually, I was chatting with a Juventus fan yesterday and today. And he's gutted they got knocked out. But, he said Lyon did the business. Lyon are no slouches beyond the gaming. Absolutely. Anything can happen. Look at last night's RB Leipzig unexpectedly beating Atletico Madrid. Pep should start Bernardo, in my opinion. That's a good call, Zach, because it's a funny old thing. Bernardo hasn't played much. He's not been number 1 choice in our first team, but he's a wonderful player. He's got a lot of energy. And I don't know. I'm not sure if energy is what we need in this game. I'm not sure if it's more guile, creativity, and maybe that's what Mahrez will bring. Hopefully Pep doesn't overthink things tomorrow, Adam. You can't trust Pep. After watching the high-intense game against Atlanta versus PSG and Red Bull Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid, we have to be ready and more, absolutely. The 3-1 to City, says Sean. There's a lot of people going 3-1 to City. I expect Bayern Munich to do a job on Barcelona, says Chris. It'll be very interesting. That game's on tonight, and so I'll be interested to go and watch that. Eat my burger that my missus has made. Very nice smell. I'm struggling to stay here doing this update, guys. I don't think there'll be one at 9 o'clock if the match is on. This is probably going to be the update of the day, unless I feel like coming back at 10 o'clock. Unless something happens, there's not a lot of extra stuff to talk about today. I'm just looking to see there is news on Upamecano, a bit of news on Ike Pozo and Harry Winks, but it is what it is. It's something that can be saved for another day. If I get a chance, I might come back later, guys, but can't guarantee it. Mahrez and Gundogan will slow the game, but the formidable Centurions, Lyon, they're going to play with the 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2. They're going to rely on the break. They're going to rely on their 2 forwards, Memphis Depay and Dembele. That's who they're going to rely on to cause this trouble. But apart from that, they're expecting to have a lot less possession, a lot less of the ball, and a lot less control of the game. Their focus is on defense and on the break. If in that case, maybe we don't need to break too quickly. We need that guile. We need that creativity. We need that skill. We need some dribbling. And maybe Mahrez can bring us that. And whatever people say about Gundogan and Rodri, and Mahrez, look, first game against Real Madrid, second game against Real Madrid, we went with Gundogan and Rodri, so we've done all right with them. Zach, I'm very excited for it. Nevertheless, I'm absolutely excited. Chris, it could be Messi masterclass. Messi could be the difference. I'm really excited as well, Zach. It's a funny old thing. I'm not as nervous or excited yet as I was against Real Madrid. Real Madrid was something else. As Pep said, Real Madrid are the kings of Europe. Okay, so that was a different kind of feeling. Guys, I've got to say, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Guys, give us a thumbs up. We're doing really well with the likes. All the naysayers, they get booted off by YouTube. It's all really very, very good indeed. Beyond Auto Gaming, I'd start Edison, Cancelo, Fernandinho, Laporte, Walker, Rodri, Foden, KDB, Bernardo, Sterling, Jesus. I think that Bernardo, when he plays on the right, will give us someone who can break through their defense. That's true. But I think Mahrez can do that. I think Bernardo Silva can do that. And Foden can do that. Because I think they can all do that. I tell you what, Adam, I really do hope he is, because if he's not up for it, we've got a problem. Just as Neil says, the Real Madrid, I think it will all be till it ends. Absolutely. Yeah, look, the nerves come and go. Tomorrow is going to be yes, I think for me it'll kick in because the week's been busy. Today's been a really busy day. I've been filming all day. As you can see, I did that Koulibaly video. I've done an Upamecano video. I'm doing this video. I've got some more filming to do for a channel in Algeria. I mean, there's 4 straight away. It's 4 straight away. So absolute loads of stuff to be doing. So I've been busy all day long, and it's really, I tell you something that's really funny. I'll tell you that's really funny. I had a troll who's been, since he's been banned from the channel. I had a troll that had it go at me yesterday or overnight. Was it yesterday? Had it go at me yesterday. Why? Because I'm putting out so many videos. I'm putting out more videos than other channels. And they're jealous. Can you believe that? People are jealous that I put out 2 or 3 videos a day because other channels are not doing that, or other channels are incapable of doing that. Even if they've got 2 or 3 people working there, they're incapable of doing more than one video a day. And so people are jealous to come, and they come and give me abuse. It's absolutely bonkers, guys. Hi, GSG. Hope you're well. Chris West, I think the City fans will be nervous each time they progress. Absolutely. I suppose it's like any fans at this stage. You're always going to have that nervousness about it. Beyond Ultra Gamer says, Kamal says, I'd go for Mendy or Cancelo. Not for me, mate. Beyond Ultra Gamer, I think he's more direct than Mahrez, and he takes on his man more than Mahrez. Probably right. You're probably right. He's just not been good enough this season. But maybe, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Big game for Jesus, has something to prove. So Zach is all. Thing with Gabby J, he's always got something to prove. And let's be honest, he's been doing it a little bit now. He's getting better. So fingers crossed he does the business. He's our main man tomorrow. Mendy is not on the same level as Cancelo, says Beyond Ultra Game, and I agree. Adam says I will take Cancelo over Mendy. I agree with that. Absolutely Beyond Ultra Gaming. That was the criticism. The criticism that I spent so much time putting out videos. I spent so much time creating content. Can you believe that was the criticism? What a sad world some people live in. We have to be ultra ready for every team now. There is no difference between the smaller and bigger sides left in the Champions League, all playing top football. 3 games decides who wins it. 3 games. Yeah. Not just for City, but if Lyon win 3 games, they win the Champions League. It's, as Pep said, it's not the same. It's not the same as a 2-legged affair, because you play the first game thinking about the second as well. You've got that in the back of your mind. You might be losing 1-0 or drawing 1-1, but you don't go gun home if you're away from home, because you want to come back home and hopefully win at home. You play a strategy and a tactics because of 2 games, and now it's only 1 game. It's going to be totally different. Kamal says Bernardo in his home city could show up for the big occasion. You're right, Kamal. See, all these little nuances, all these little things come into play. Raheem Diaz, salam to Raheem Diaz. Westrak, my brother. Adam, some people love to hit on others. Well, even a success or failure, well, what are you wasting the time? Haj Hodge, how you doing, buddy? Haj is going for Edison, Walker, Fernandinho, Laporte, Cancelo, Rodri, Gundogan, KDB, Bernardo, Gabby J, and Raheem the Dream. Raheem the Dream, Sterling. Let's write like that. Raheem the Dream. I like that, Raheem the Dream. We must take our chances. Absolutely, Zach. What we can't do is against Lyon, what we did against Real Madrid, have 7 or 8 very good chances and only score 2 goals. You're asking for trouble. My belief is if you're having 6 really good situations or chances, you've got to score at least 3. One of our problems is we score about 1 in every 3 or 4. That's not enough. You need 1 in every 2. When you've got a good chance, you've got to stick it away, whether you score yourself or pass to a colleague or a teammate who's going to stick it away. You've got to be more clinical, more ruthless, and it's for the team. Beyond Ultra Gaming, I've seen him have flashes of greatness this season. I think he will be up for it. Whoever turns out tomorrow will obviously be up for it. They'll all be up for it. This is what they've been playing for. This is what their focus has been, honestly, since March. This is what the focus has been since March. Mimo start? Well, I've picked Mahrez to start in my 11 because I feel he offers control, creativity, and a touch of class. And I think we're going to need his skill against a defensive Lyon team. Zach says, it annoys me when we don't take our chances. Look at the game against Watford when we won 8-0. That's us taking chances. We had 5 chances in 17 minutes and we scored 5 goals. We probably had 6 chances in 17 minutes. And that's what can happen. We can score a lot of goals in a short space of time. And at some point, we need to do that. We need to just, it's just, look, do I think we're the best team there? We're capable of thrashing anybody, even Bayern Munich. But we're also capable of getting dumped by a few teams there as well. So, that's just this typical City feeling. So Chris says, City will have to take the chance versus Barcelona or Bayern if City get through to semis. If they don't, most likely Bayern or Bayern will punish us. Oh, yeah, they'll punish us. Absolutely. Selling needs to put up his shooting boots on and not take too much time shooting hard. It's one of those. Don't think about it too much and you've got a good chance of scoring. The more time you get to think about it, think, what can I do here? What can I do there? Just, put your foot through it, lads. Put your laces through it at some point. Just get it hit. You got a chance, get it spanked. Get it spanked. Get it hit. Get it in the goal. Get the game won. Move on to the next. I'm just going to have a look. Guys, look at it. 11 likes. 100%. Absolutely fantastic, guys. You're the best. You are the best. And I'm just going to start to wind down. I will say the Koulibaly video, that's done really, really well so far. Lots of comments, lots of interaction. And if you haven't seen the video I did on Joelson Fernandez yesterday, that's out there. Please give it a watch. Give them all a thumbs up, guys. And if you haven't seen the preview, I did a preview with French guys who live in London, Lyon fans. They are called the Lyondoners. Londoners, combination, nice play on words. That was out. They're really good guys, and they give you a good insight into what's going on in Lyon, whether players like Houssama and others will leave, who their best players are, how they see the game going. It's not going to be easy. Anybody who thinks it's going to be easy, you need your head. You need to scratch your head, because it's not. It could end up being we could spank them, or we could lose 3-0. Honestly, Lyon are a very, very decent side. And, okay, they might not have played, let's say, as well as they have been recently, in recent years. But they're still an extremely dangerous side. Mimo says, the thing is, he didn't play the last game. That's what Pep wants, to make him hungry. He keeps doing that every 5 or 6 games. Absolutely, Mimo. Lyon threat, Depay, Dembele, absolutely, Chris, you bang on there. What annoys me about Mahrez, says Faris, is that Mahrez doesn't care about defensive duties and has an attitude similar to Sané. Sometimes it's worse. I'm not sure it's worse, but I think if Pep says you're going to do this, Mahrez will do it. Otherwise, he knows he's out. Depay, Musa, Dembele, etc. will tear us apart if we don't shove. Absolutely, beyond. You've always got to turn up. That's the first thing about football. You've got to turn up. If you turn up, then you can play. Riyad, if he plays, I don't want him to take too long on the ball. Faris says, even at the Watford game, we missed like 4 or 5 chances. Absolutely. We're always missing bags and bags of chances. And as I said many times, look at the games we drew this season. Crystal Palace, Newcastle, and Spurs. We could have spanked each team out of sight. Out of sight. And look at games, some of the games we lost. You watch them after and you think, how did we lose that game? We had all these chances. How didn't we win that game? So it's just the way it is. We've got a very good chance tomorrow of progressing as long as we turn up and give it everything. Guys, I said it's going to be a short one tonight. Obviously, some people want to watch the football. Please have a very good evening. Whatever you do, stay safe. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And we will be back tomorrow. There's going to be a ton of videos tomorrow. Please join us for as much of the exciting, important, crucial day tomorrow. And we'll see what that brings. Guys, please take it easy. See you around, Blues.